Welcome, Joy.
Hi. So Brigham City is planning on not just building one nuclear reactor, but 4 to 10. So when we're talking about nuclear, we're not talking about just one small little reactor with a little bit of waste. We're talking about a cluster that's going to produce a lot of waste as an aggregate, okay? The fact that this isn't designating a specific area actually is alarming to me, because that seems like it could mean that nuclear reactors, all the other forms of energy, could go anywhere in the city if you guys decide you want to put it there. So that's a concern. I just looked it up. A city cannot unilaterally deny a nuclear application if the proposed facility meets all federal requirements, even if it has specific zoning, because the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission has the ultimate authority over the licensing and regulation of civilian nuclear facilities. Federal law, specifically the Atomic Energy Act, preempts state and local regulations on radiological safety. If a city zones for nuclear use, it has determined that the general use is appropriate for the area. Ultimately, no state or local agency can unilaterally order a reactor to close or deny an application that meets all federal and relevant state level requirements. The federal government's authority is supreme in the case of a conflict with local or state laws regarding nuclear regulation. I talked to Dr. Lyman. I sent him an email with what you're proposing. He said the lighting that you're mentioning in this proposal is irrelevant because it doesn't conform to the NRC's regulations, and the city can't grant any exemptions. Also, the Department of Energy is trying to license reactors under its own authority, which would be considered test reactors. They could transition them to NRC reactors with minimal additional review. That's what Valar Atomics is trying to do in San Rafael right now. Enyo has put nuclear energy on their website. Enyo asked you guys to annex their land. We all know that the next step, if you approve this, is Enyo is going to start building. Now, if I had an airplane I was going to get on, and the company that built it had never built it before, and it was a new form of airplane, and the fuel was more dangerous, and it had never been done commercially, I would not get on that airplane. And what this is being proposed is the equivalent of asking the whole city to put our health at risk and board this airplane that's experimental and possibly dangerous. It's never been done before commercially, except in Russia and China. So the VA actually lists certain cancers as automatically assumed to be caused by service near nuclear. So here's the cancers. Cancer of the bile ducts, bone, brain, breast, colon, esophagus, gallbladder, liver, lung, pancreas, pharynx, ovary, salivary gland, small intestine, stomach, thyroid.
30 seconds remaining.
It goes on and on, on and on. Those people who have these cancers that were in the military get automatic disability because of the nuclear exposure. Other studies have shown a cancer incidence of children that live within 30 miles of a reactor, higher chances of childhood cancers. The workers, mesothelioma for workers, and all cancer, thyroid cancer, leukemia for residents exposed to low-dose radiation from nuclear power plants. Ionizing radiation causes cardiovascular, cerebrovascular diseases, cognitive, and other.
Your time is up. Thank you.